Hello, guys and girls. Got a little hectic for the last couple weeks, so I haven't been able to record and kind of explain and do a little tutorial on the workouts, but I'm going to try to get back into that because I know some of you actually do look at these videos and it does help, especially the coaches. Monday, we're on week 5. Start off with either front squat or back squat, whatever you started with, stick with it. We're going into week 5. We actually you will start seeing the volume come down a little bit, the intensity going up, which means that less reps, more weight. Front squat or back squat, whatever you pick, go for it. Deadlift is the second lift. Everybody should be doing the deadlifts. You can see all the percentages. And then the conditioning segment, we're going to be doing a 10-minute AMRAP, 5 pull-ups. If you're a little bit more advanced, I would suggest doing chest to bar. Honestly, if you're barely getting chest to bar and you're doing singles and dropping off, kind of where I'm at right now, I'd probably just go ahead and do regular pull-ups. 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups. If you're advanced, do hand release. Everybody should be getting all the way down to the bottom on the push-up and locking out on the top. So in other words, your chest and your hips should be touching the floor when you are on the bottom portion of your push-up. And I think I said pull-up before. And then when you lock out, everything is elbows, wrists, everything is locked straight out, and you're perfectly planked without your butt sticking up in the air. Then 15 wall balls. You're either doing 20, 14, or you're doing a 30 and a 20. And while I'm on this with the wall balls, I know we've said this a million times. Please do not let the balls fall from the top. Try to catch it and then put it down. The 30s and the 20s, the 30s especially, are starting to break up, losing sand. And I'm not buying new wall balls. They're very expensive. We got a bunch of them. Guys and girls, you gotta respect the equipment. I know you're WOD drunk, they call it, which you're, whatever, in your zone, lack of oxygen, whatever you want to call it. But you have to try to be careful with the equipment and not to get into a rant. But the same goes with the 10s and 15s and even 25-pound plates. It looks like we're starting to run short, and I'm getting ready to possibly order some. So please try to take care of the equipment, and I appreciate that. We're going to start putting the extra credit back in, which we have glute ham raises, 3 to 10 or 12 reps if you can. Honestly, these are very hard. Look at the click on the videos. I'm putting little links so you can actually see videos of some of the actual movements. But very it helps a lot to just click on those videos and take a look to make sure you're doing them right, because a lot of I see a lot of people that are doing the extra credit or doing something else on their own. I'm a big fan of that. And you're not doing it right. And, unfortunately, I can't be there all the time, and the coaches are primarily there for teaching the classes. So use us. You got a question, shoot out to me. You can't really interrupt the coaches when they're teaching the class, because the class takes precedence over everything. But if you have any questions on any kind of movements, exercise, etc., you can always reach me via text or email, or Heidi, or whoever the coaches are. Tuesday is going to be a little fun. It's actually it's an open workout, 15.1, 15.1A. It's the first time they ever threw in a 1 rep max after you're pre-exhausted. I kind of made it a EMOM. I changed it around a little bit. It's going to be difficult for some of you to hit the rep scheme with the weights. So if that's a problem, then adjust. You're not getting the training stimulus if you're missing. So just go ahead and lower the reps, and that's not a problem. So it's a 20-minute ping pong EMOM from the beginning. So first minute you're doing 15 toe to bar. By all means, you want to lower that to 10, go for it, because it's going to be a 20-minute workout. I would definitely not be hitting 15. I'm not ashamed to say it. So those of you who are kind of like unbroken toe to bars, you'll pump that out real quick. You'll be standing there probably for about 35 seconds, 30 seconds. And then minute 2, you're going to do 10 deadlifts, and then you're going to do 5 power snatch. The prescribed weight is 115 and 75. This is a variation of workout 15.1. So directly after the 20 minutes is over, we are going to go right into a 6-minute time cap to find your 1 rep max clean and jerk. For those of you that are pumped up about the Open, which is coming up shortly in like a month or so, this is some of the stuff that's going to prep you. And even if you're not a big competitive type person, you know, the Open is fun. I highly suggest you sign up for it because we definitely have a blast doing it. That's it. And then the extra credit after that is, and make sure, coaches, make sure you do a lot of prep work, a lot of mobility work, and go over the movements in detail. Make sure shoulders, everything is all, hips are nice and loose for toe to bar. You know, back, you know, everything is nice and loose for deadlifts. Not a lot of weight, but it's a lot of reps. And then, of course, the 5 snatches. Make sure your shoulders are prepped. And then you're going into a clean and jerk. So obviously you want to try to go through all these movements, and you want to have your weights all prepped and ready for the clean and jerk. Afterwards, extra credit, incline, prone, Cuban press. A lot of this stuff you guys may not know. This is an excellent exercise for a little bit of it kind of works your. Again, I'm having a little bit of a brain fog going on right now. Rhomboids, all the traps, mid back. It's a great movement to kind of get the muscles activated in that area, which I see a lot of people can use. And so I threw that in as a little extra credit accessory movement. Please make sure you watch the video if you're going to try to do this stuff. And trust me on this, you don't want to use a lot of weight. Literally, you can probably use a 5-pound weight, the little metal plates, and that will be more than enough. You'll understand if you try them. Wednesday, 45-minute AMRAP. It's a 5-minute assault bike. So for 5 minutes, the first 30 seconds you're doing 85%, and the next 30 seconds you're doing 50% for 5 minutes. So that's 5 rounds of that. And then you're going directly into, from the floor, no rack, 10 push press from the floor, and then 20 alternating dead bugs. These are going to be eye-opening. There's 2 variations that you can do. If you click on the video, it's going to show you the 2 variations. It is a great movement for, that's not it. I'll have to fix that. That's not the dead bug. It's a great movement for core stability and you know, midline, whatever. Going into Thursday, fix that. Going into Thursday, skill work, 20 minutes. I like to throw in a good day of skill work. Depending on where you're at, what level you're at, either work on kipping pull-ups, strict pull-up, or bar muscle-ups. So good 20 minutes to play around with that, to work on that. I know a lot of times we get people that actually get their first bar muscle-up, their first strict pull-up, even their first kipping pull-up. So there's a time to spend time. There's 20 minutes to spend with the coach to go over skill. Conditioning, 3 rounds. This is another open workout. It's actually a master's open workout. 3 rounds, 50 calorie row, 15 handstand push-ups. If you have to do regular push-ups, that's fine. You know. And then 50 double unders. And again, if you're not getting your double unders, there's 1 or 2 ways you can approach this. You can just basically, for 2 minutes, just keep trying to get a double under, which I'm a big fan of. Keep practicing, because it'll happen. But if you're nowhere even near, then just go ahead and do single jump rope. That's better than doing nothing or just standing there looking at the clock. So for 3 rounds. You always get with your coach, and they'll be more than happy to modify any movements for you. Neutral grip pull downs is for extra credit. So we got a cable row, cable pull down machine. This is good for getting a nice, strong, thick back. Click on the link. You don't have to do wide grip. This link, I think, shows you a little bit of wider grip, but just go ahead and use the close grip with the neutral grip. Going into Friday, again, day 2, front squat, back squat, whatever you prefer to do or what you started with, stick with. And you can see there's only 3 sets, and we're 6 reps up to 80%. So it's kind of going down a little bit. We're not really crushing you. Deadlifts, same thing, really low percentages, and 5 by 2 sets. So 5, yeah. So read this, make sure you're doing it right. So it's 5 reps times 2 sets. With the it'll indicate with the powerlifting movements and accessory movements. A lot of times the sets will be before the reps. I always try to write that. But since Olympic weightlifting, they're always putting the 5 reps, and then obviously 5 reps, and then we just put times 2 sets. So don't get that mixed up. I know a couple of you actually said to me you got that mixed up. Conditioning, since everybody was so excited about prowlers last week, our conditioning is going to be every 5 minutes for 6 rounds. So you got 5 minutes on the clock. You're going to load up a prowler. It's going to be nice and heavy. So 270 for RX Plus, that means that you're going to have 3 45-pound plates on each side, a total of 6. The women are using 25-pound plates, so a total of 6. It's 30 yards. It's not that far. So once you push it 30 yards, you're going to run in. You're going to have the kettlebells. You're going to do a 100-meter farmer's carry. So go 50 meters and back, and then whatever time's left on that 5-minute clock, you get the rest. And then the coach is going to let you know when it's time to go again, and you're going to keep rotating through. Listen, if we got a bunch of people, it's no big deal if you don't go exactly at 5 minutes. It's not going to be end of the world. I mean, sometimes these classes get big. We're going to probably set those prowlers up on the side towards the north side of the building. So there may be like 5 of them, 6 of them set up. We got to deal with traffic in the area. So basically, if one person pushes it and they haul ass running or haul ass with their farmer's carry, you're going to jump right on it, turn it around, high bar it back to the original 30-yard spot, and then next person goes, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be a good little workout. And then we always have our Saturday group sessions. So hope everybody enjoyed your weekend. Congratulations to Kat and Carrie for doing Wodapalooza. Wish I could have made it down there, but unfortunately, they got a lot of stuff going on. And I'm sitting here in the gym office doing the programming right now, and it's a Sunday at 3 o'clock. Have a great training week, guys. And like I said, if you need anything, you have any questions, you know how to get in touch with me.